This is part 2 of a 3-part Emanuel Luick photograph collection conversion from black and white to color. All of these are in the collection at V0l Heritage Association in V0l, Wisconsin. So I am not sure on every photo if they were absolutely Luick's. Please enjoy. This is a photograph of Mr. Luick and his second wife, Hallie. They are standing on the dock at the lighthouse on Sand Island. You can see just a peek of the lighthouse keeper's boat on the left. Luick loved to have photos of himself and others standing on the rocks below the lighthouse. Please note the 2 trees above his head. These 2 trees may be the same trees that I will show in a couple of later photos. This sailboat and rowboat may be positioned just off the area where the Herman Johnson Sr. family settled. You can see a dock in the background, and the Fred Hansen first home would have been just to the right in later years. Here are 2 trees shown from the bank. I am thinking that these might be in front of the lighthouse. I have no idea what is going on in the background, if it is just a flaw in the photo or if there was some sort of flotilla going by at the time. Here is a somewhat close-up photo of those 2 trees in a later or earlier photo during a storm. Here the 2 trees are again in what might be the same storm. However, in this photo, you can see a walkway leading down to the shore, which makes me think it is in front of the lighthouse. This is a nice early photo of the Raspberry Island Lighthouse. This may have been at the end of the season, as Luick would have gone right by here on his way to V0l on the boat that was taking him home. In an earlier posting, I showed the interior of the Luick home in Iron River, Wisconsin from a different angle. This one is looking at his living room from the opposite angle. This photo was taken around the same time as the photo in a previous posting of a Norring girl sitting on top of the Moe's boat. You can see the boat being built on the left. It took me multiple AI applications to get this photo right. This is another photo that shows Luick's eye for beauty. It is another one of the icy shores of Lake Superior on Sand Island. This photo may or may not have been taken by Luick. The boats in the foreground look to be too modern to be pre-1920. However, he very possibly may have visited the island in later years. This is a nice early photo of men smoking in a field. They also may have been drinking moonshine or homebrew, or as in Fred Hanson's diary, when they made booze, they called it cooking. This photo appears to be from East Bay in the very early years. If so, that would be Jacob Johnson's, our great-grandfather's home on the left. One of the AIs I have been using did not want to do this photo, thinking that it was inappropriate because it was two little girls. Anyway, this photo could be of two of the Johnson girls way back in the early 1900s. This is another one of those photos. I'm not sure where it was taken, but it turns out to be a very nice photo taken on a dock that, instead of a board-built fish house, had a log-built fish house. The boat Stella shows up a lot in Luick's photos. This particular one shows it at its dock on Shaw Point in front of Camp Stella. There may be a little screened-in area built on the front of the boat overlapping the dock. This photo looks fake, at least for Sand Island, but it is a fun photo that shows a man pushing a raft of boards, not logs. This is another one of those beautiful scenic photos that Luick took in the early 1900s, showing the ice-encrusted shore of Sand Island. A calm, idyllic day boating off Sand Island. What a beautiful scene. Another stormy day off the shores of Sand Island, this one taken from the lighthouse. Lake Superior can be a very dangerous place to live. This is one of my very favorite photos of Luick's, taken from the early 1900s. It shows Moe's Dock looking toward the east. This is before the inner fish house was built, as well as the barn structure that would have been to the left. A steam-powered tugboat, photo taken somewhere along the shores of Lake Superior in the early 1900s. Two women and a dog. I'm not sure where this photo was taken. It could be down by where the Jacob Johnson dock existed, or it could be on another one of the islands, Bear Island, Rocky Island. There will be an Emanuel Luick black and white to color published in a week or so. A couple of the photos are very interesting that are left, and they maybe surprise me a little, or at least add some curiosity to them.